Okay, now we're going to hear from and learn about the North Township board members. So first, here is what the board does. North Township board members support and serve in an advisory capacity for the township trustee. The board provides financial oversight, approving the township's annual budget, reviewing tax revenue and expenditures. It establishes policies, approves contracts for services, and sets salaries and wages for township officers and employees. A member serve for a term of 4 years. We have one candidate, Richard Novak, could not make it tonight. He's out of town. Peter Kadick will be going first.
Good evening, fellow Democrats. I grew up in East Chicago and Hammond. Last year, I moved here to Munster, where my law office is also located. I work as a public defender, and I'm the attorney for our Lake County Drainage Board. I served 3 terms as state representative. During that time, I had a 100% pro-union voting record. I'm an honorary lifetime member of Local 1010, which is my dad's union, and endorsed by the Building and Construction Trades Council of the AFL-CIO. I served as Hammond City Judge for 8 years, County Commissioner for 4 years, and now this is my 3rd term on the North Township Board. The primary purpose of township government in Indiana, as you heard, is township assistance, formerly known as poor relief for the needy. We work on helping those who are in most need. We have several programs for that. School clothing program, annual coat drive, utilities assistance, job rides, job fairs, dial-a-ride for our seniors, senior citizens lunches. We always have a fully balanced budget, and we also here at Wicker Park have many quality of life programs for our social and entertainment values, summer concert series, cruise nights, victory for veterans ride, and so on, cemetery flag events, and so on. For the past 5 of 8 years, I served as chairman of the board. Now I'm the finance chairman. We had smooth services during the pandemic and a transition in the trustees and the addition of Griffith to North Township. I am especially happy and pleased that we have established a North Township Recovery Hotline as a clearinghouse for people and families in need of referral for alcohol and drug abuse services. This was triggered by my own sobriety journey of my 18-year coin, which I have, and now I am Thank you very much. Now I am a licensed certified peer recovery coach in Indiana and a licensed substance abuse and alcohol counselor, helping those in need of those services. And I'm vice president of our Lake Area Recovery Club. Regarding my faith, I am a sub-deacon in the Orthodox Church. You can vote, as you know, for 3 in this office. I thank you for all of your past support, and I thank you for consideration tonight. And as the attorney said, I rest my case.
Jeff Twsp. Yes, you'll be voting for 3 of these.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming out and spending your night with us. My name is Jeff Twsp. I'm running for the North Township Advisory Board. Me and my wife are proud to call Munster our home. We actually live right over on the other side of the creek there. For the past 35 years, I've been a proud member of the United Steelworkers. The values I've learned, hard work, fairness, and accountability, have guided me throughout my life. In 2008, I was elected the financial secretary. I've held that position ever since. The financial secretary position requires the oversight of the finances and a commitment to transparency. And in addition to the work that I do with the union, I have the tax preparation business here, and I'm helping people file taxes, and so they can keep the hard-earned money that they have in their pockets without being corporate and charging them extraordinary prices. Serving our veterans is also very important to me. I'm a member of the American Legion of Riders, and I'm currently the treasurer for the Wicker Park Memorial Fund, the nonprofit organization here that hosts the Victory for Veterans Ride, and it also hosts the Veterans and Friends Coffee Social. So all that comes from the funds that we raise on that one-day event that you all know about. That's a very good turnout. The reason why I'm running for the North Township Advisory Board is as simple that it's time to bring a greater fiscal responsibility back to the township government. Right now, the Township Advisory Board receives a salary of $28,000 per year with an option to get health insurance, while primarily attending meetings once a month. I believe that we can significantly reduce those salaries and redirect the funds to hire staff and resources that the North Township truly needs. If elected, I will bring transparency, strong work ethics, and financial accountability to the advisory board. I also will work closely with the township trustee. whenever possible, especially when it comes to veterans and our special needs and our seniors. Most importantly, I will always remember that the money is managed as the taxpayers' funds. I humbly ask for your support and your vote. And I'm Jeff Twsp, running for North Township Advisory Board.
Now we're going to hear from Catherine Thomas.
My name is Catherine Thomas. I'm a current member of the East Chicago Precinct Committee organization, and I'm the secretary of that organization. I have been as they call it, an independent Democrat majority of my life. And I am here tonight because I want to be seated on that North Township Advisory Board. I feel with my experience and background that I have something to bring to the table. I have experience that I worked in the Lake County Auditor's Office. I've also was a researcher for the Hammond Times. Then I flipped over, I decided I want to be in social service because I love helping people. So I said I couldn't help the people at the time in the research department, but I made sure they told the right stories for our people. Not only just about the crimes, but tell about the good things that we're doing in our community. I worked for LCEOC. That's the first social service agency I worked with, which later became the Northwest Indiana Community Action. There at first, I was over the Energy Assistance Program. We serviced Newton County, Lake County, Porter County, several agencies. We also partnered with Township up under the previous trustee, who they started the Energy Assistance Program. The Energy Assistance Program is a program, not only did we help people with the municipal bill, we also educated the people on how to learn how to conserve energy. We also taught people how to do financial literacy, and we partnered with North Township. And I want to see North Township bring back those programs, because when a person comes in for service, they also need to learn a skill so they won't have to keep repeating. When you give a person something and put a Band-Aid, just pay their NIPSCO one time or two times. No, when they fall down, they may need help until they are able to earn a decent salary to pay their bills. Because a Band-Aid effect doesn't help your community. It doesn't help your grocery stores. It doesn't help you people becoming homeowners. And right now, with the climate of our world right now, people need help. And I feel with my background as a family development specialist, trainer person, energy education person, I feel I would be an asset because I am willing to reach out to all the other organizations and bring them together with Township. It is not isolated. You got other agencies that can help other people. And I just covered me to sit down. But I want your vote. And I humbly thank all of you.
Thank you very much, Jen. And now Kelly Bridges.
Hey, I'm Kelly Bridges. I'm the Special Events Director here at Wicker Park, but today I am a candidate for the North Township Trustee's Office. But I'm also a taxpayer like everybody else in this room. And I only got 2 minutes. I'm just going to run through these very important things. I'm running to become a member of the North Township Board. Like all of you, I pay close attention to how our tax dollars are spent. I've been a part of the North Township for the last 12 and a half years in my capacity as events director, and as well as the president of the Wicker Park Memorial Fund, which is a separate not-for-profit that operates the Victory for Veterans Memorial Ride and the Vets Coffee Socials that we've done every month for the last 3 years. Why am I running? My purpose on the board will be to move the monthly meetings that are held during the year to evenings so more residents are able to attend and address the issues that they may have concerns with. Currently, the board meetings are held during the day, and we're the only township that does it that way. I'm also going to attend the Indiana Township Association Conference, where elected officials and township staff, they attend workshops and they take learning classes so that they can better serve their constituents within the township and update themselves on the change in legislation and the guidelines that townships have to follow. I also want to address the issue of the health insurance that's offered to board members. It's not a full-time job. It costs the township money, and we need to do away with that. But the biggest issue is I want to reduce the salaries, the compensation that the board members are afforded at $28,000 a year. Their legislative requirement is only to set salaries, pass the budget, and approve the annual budget. So if we reduce that salary down to a reasonable level in line with the rest of the state, we can have flexibility in hiring seasonal staff to maintain our park and our cemeteries. It's essential that we use our tax dollars to benefit the township and our residents wisely, especially now that Indiana General Assembly's passed a bill that's going to be eliminating 300 townships this year. Township services are so important to our communities, and our state legislators have been trying to do away with townships completely for over 20 years. And if they work their way, they will. I'm a big believer in strong work ethic, and I believe in getting paid for the time that you involve yourself. So I hope that I can get your support along with Jeff Twsp, because in order to make these changes, there has to be a majority vote of the 3 board members. So thank you for your time. I'm Kelly Bridges, and I run for North Township Advisory Board.